In this video, you are going to learn about CTR manipulation and how to use it to boost your SEO ranking the right way without using any spammy and black hat SEO tactics. So, first of all, what is CTR manipulation? Click-through rate or CTR manipulation is a process of getting more clicks to a website page to increase the organic click-through rate percentage above the ranking competitors in order to manipulate the CTR ranking factor and increase the page ranking in the SERPs. By doing this, you send a strong signal to Google about your page is more relevant than others in the SERPs. Therefore, the better your organic click-through rate is, the more likely you can outrank your competitors even despite you are having a smaller website authority. So why is CTR or click-through rate important in SEO? CTR or click-through rate is important in SEO because Google and other search engines are using CTR to determine the relevancy of the page for a particular query. If, for example, users are clicking more, thus having higher click-through rate on your page than your competitors, it sends a strong signal to Google that people are finding your page more relevant than others, and Google will reward you by improving your ranking. Now, Google itself says that CTR is not used in their algorithm, as it would be all clickbait. However, when Rand Fishkin did the CTR test by getting a lot of people typing a certain keyword and clicking on the search results, it shot up from position number 7 to position number 1 in 3 hours. But of course, this is not solely proof that Google uses CTR in their algorithm. But I dare you to try to change your titles and meta description in order to get a fewer clicks. Now, even if CTR is a ranking factor, it totally makes sense Google can and won't admit that because it would promote the CTR manipulation and clickbaiting to a whole new level. However, it's also very interesting that in Google Search Console, you get 4 metrics and 3 of them are directly related to CTR. And also, this little document that has been leaked a while ago saying something about CTR. Regardless, improving your CTR is a good idea as it can get you more website traffic. So, how do you know what CTR to aim for to rank number 1? When it comes to CTR, no search engine result page is the same because CTR vastly differs based on the keywords and feature snippets displayed there. According to Ahrefs, keywords with feature snippets split their CTR where position 0 gets 8.6% CTR and position number 1 gets 19.6% CTR, while keywords without feature snippet, the position number 1 gets 26% CTR on average. For example, my keyword B2B target audience has only a 6.6% average click-through rate despite being ranked number 1 consistently. Why? Because Google gives rich feature snippets, which in most cases is sufficient. Therefore, this query has a lower organic click-through rate for the position number 1. Another example could be a keyword when did Gen A start, which could be another low click-through rate keyword. However, on the other side, keyword like free keyword research tool will have a higher click-through rate than average as there are no SERP features and people need to visit a ranking page to get what they are looking for. With that being said, to estimate what is the average click-through rate for a keyword, you can use your Google Search Console data as well as the common sense by looking at the feature snippets. For example, one of my clients ranks number 7 on average for the keyword ERP software with an average click-through rate of 1.4%, which is below the average click-through rate for that position. And also, there are quite a few search features such as ads, rich results, Google Maps, and knowledge panel and videos. And I also saw a cursor pop up there as well. So I could expect the number 1 ranking results have an average click-through rate around 20 to 25%. However, if you are not having any available data, then looking at the SERP features as well as the keyword can give you a general idea, and then you can improve the estimation as your ranking improves. For example, the broader keyword has lower click-through rate than more specific ones, unless those keywords that Google can answer straight in the SERP. So now, let's discuss the important and exciting thing. How do you manipulate CTR? If you want to manipulate CTR, there are 2 ways to go about it. The first way is to go black hat SEO, which is the riskiest and Google can and will penalize you for doing it. Therefore, this is not an option for me. And the second way is white hat SEO, where you manipulate the CTR by using strategies that are endorsed by Google. So let me show you each of these. So let's first have a look at the black hat SEO strategies for CTR manipulation. As mentioned, there are those strategies that can help you increase your organic click-through rate. However, it's not done organically. Thus, these strategies are against Google quality guidelines and your website can get penalized or even being removed from search for good. Therefore, I highly do not recommend using these strategies and you are taking it on your own risk. I warn you. So the first one is CTR clickbots. CTR clickbots are tools that are using IP proxies to generate unique website traffic in the same way as organic search does. It searches for your keyword in the search engine result pages and then crawls all the results until it finds your web page to click on it to increase your click-through rate. And in some cases, those that tried saw positive effects from this black hat SEO CTR manipulation strategy for a short period of time. However, the big problem with these tools is that while they can generate a tons of cheap proxies to appear like a normal website traffic, essentially they come from the same or a few devices, which is easily recognizable by search engines, and thus rendering it as ineffective. And the second technique is human CTR services. Another black hat SEO strategy is to use real humans to search for your keywords and click on your web page in the search results. One of the most well-known services are microworkers, which allows you to hire people for small tasks, be it for anything, including CTR manipulation. Or you can select specific CTR manipulation services, such as Search SEO, which uses a network of real humans to click on your site. You can choose the location of these humans in over 115 countries around the world. Now, they claim they are not a black hat SEO software, but if Google finds out, they penalize you the same way. Therefore, for me, they are 100% black hat SEO service, as it's against Google quality guidelines. And you are taking the risk of doing so. But, of course, it's much harder for Google to actually find out you are using these services, unlike from using bots. But it's a lot more expensive compared to the bots. So now, let's have a look at the white hat SEO CTR manipulation strategies. Now, just because CTR manipulation sounds sketchy and something that is not allowed, it actually does not mean you cannot try to manipulate your CTR to get better results. Using white hat SEO strategies to improve your CTR is totally allowed and endorsed by search engines and used by SEOs and marketers around the world, even by your competitors. Therefore, CTR manipulation is an essential strategy that you should implement, and here are 6 best white hat SEO CTR manipulation techniques. The first one is email marketing. Email marketing is an essential strategy for every single business or blogger, as unlike search engines or social media traffic, you own the traffic. You get to keep their information and you can easily boost email referral traffic to your website to whenever you need it. It's arguably one of the easiest strategies to drive website traffic or even leads and sales for your business. Therefore, you should definitely be focusing on getting more email subscribers. Another way to boost your website traffic and increase your click-through rate is via social media. Google is actively analyzing traffic from social media to better understand your content and even the popularity of the content. And if you drive a lot of website traffic from social media to your pages and have high click-through rate, it helps to build trust with search engines, which can result in better ranking, thus more clicks, thus better click-through rate. However, the issue with social share is that social media hates driving people off their websites. Therefore, very rarely you find your social media post with a link to your website will get exposure to generate substantial referring traffic from social media. Most likely, you will need to have a lot of social media posts to generate some referral traffic. The other one is paid advertising. Paid advertising is one of the best ways to quickly generate website traffic. However, don't think that just by promoting your post on social media, you will get tons of social traffic and high click-through rate. You need to do your research, create stunning and relevant visuals, write a compelling message, and everything in between. And that same applies to other advertising platforms. Google search ads are excellent in improving CTR and driving website traffic, and when combined with SEO, the results are much better. In fact, marketers using both organic SEO techniques and pay-per-click ads see average of 25% more clicks and 27% more profits compared to using a single technique. And from my personal experience, every time I turn off Google Ads, my SEO results go down as well, including my organic click-through rate. Another way to manipulate your CTR is by doing SEO or search engine optimization. Search engine optimization's main goal is to drive more clicks to a website and increase ranking, which results in better and higher click-through rate by implementing proper SEO techniques such as link building, keywords research, on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. Therefore, it comes as no surprise that SEO is one of the main keys to effective CTR manipulation. With that, here are some of the best SEO strategies to improve click-through rate. Optimize your title and meta description, similarly to Google Ads with primary keywords in it. Implement a proper SEO-friendly URL structure for Google and users to better understand your website and content. Add structured markup. Appearing in rich results can significantly increase your CTR. Target long-tail keywords and low competition keywords. Your goal is to keep your average ranking position as low as possible. The best websites should have an average position of 20 and below at all times. Optimize for the people also ask box. This can enable you to rank for more competitive keywords that currently you wouldn't be able to rank for due to a low website and topical authority. Especially for articles, make sure it has a current year in it. People do not like to click on articles with last year's date. And lastly, localize your content. Not only it's easier to compete in local SEO, but it's more relevant to users, helping you to get more clicks and growing your click-through rate. Another great way to increase your click-through rate is using push notifications. Push notification allows you to send short, informative messages to your subscribers that agree to receive them. Therefore, it's important to provide value within your push notification, just like with your email marketing strategy. However, push notification enables you to send a small message straight to their browser on desktop or mobile, giving you bigger exposure. In fact, push notifications appear to be outweighing email marketing by delivering better results. When compared, push notification campaigns observe opening rate increase by 50%, click rates by 7 times, and retention rates by 93%. Plus, they are very easy to set up, and you can start collecting email subscribers on autopilot without the need of building a lead magnet like an ebook or something else. And the last and probably the best way to manipulate CTR is by blogging. Whether you are blogging for business, you are doing affiliate marketing, doing B2B blogging, or any other type of blogging, it's essential for you to do that as it allows you to target around 90% of keywords within your industry. The thing is, with product, service, or category pages, you can only target profitable keywords, which is a tiny fraction of all keywords within your industry, because the keyword search intent requires you to create blog posts. And if you do not match keyword search intent, then nobody will click on it. Thus, it will destroy your organic click-through rate. That's why with smart keyword targeting and blogging, you can easily and quickly increase your organic click-through rate. Definitely, this is the best CTR manipulation technique to boost your CTR. With that, having nice click-through rate is just one part. And if you don't have a proper content to keep your users on your website, it won't work. So check out my tutorial on how to create SEO content right here, and also subscribe, like, and comment. Ciao!